Hello, welcome to this last episode of the project palette pour that I did in the fall. I went through almost all my smaller sized palettes. They can be like this, 6 pans, sorry, and they can be like this with 9 pans, but they all have in common that they are small in size. And why I divide my palettes like that is because I store them in different places. So I'm gonna go through everything here and keep what I want to keep and get rid of things that I don't like anymore or that has not gone bad but don't work as good as they have done before, and some of them I can give away to friends. So I'm gonna go through them by brand, and most of them, half of them I have several of the same brands, and half of them is just one of each brand. And I start with the one that are a bit cheaper, and then we go on to the more expensive ones. So what you can see here, oh, I want to say something. I'm trying a new tripod is the name, and I realized that I am a bit shaky because I'm sitting on a bed and the tripod is moving when I move, so I will have to really think about be as still as I can. So you see all my smaller sized NYX palettes here, and in the first episode, I think it was the first episode of this series, I went through them, I did swatches, and then in the second episode I gave a little review of them. So I'm just gonna do short reviews here and just tell you which one I'm gonna keep. And we start from this side. This is the Love in Paris Madeleines and Macaroons. So I'm not going to do swatches here. At least not with the ones that I know I've done swatches with. And the first impression of this one is that it's a bit boring. And that impression didn't go away because I thought this was a bit boring. I did think that the dark shade is very dark, but the lighter shades here are much lighter than they appear on the camera, I think. So I missed something that was in between these two shades, something in the middle. And I couldn't do as many variations of eye looks that I wanted, so I'm not gonna keep this. But I'm sure someone else can get some use of it before it goes bad. So that's the first one. The other one is this, also Love in Paris, and this is called Merci beaucoup, which means thank you very much. And this one I liked more. If I can open it, I think the first impression, it's more of a fun palette, more variations of shades, and yeah, I thought the quality of this one was better, and I've been traveling with this one way back when, but I can see myself take this with me on a shorter travel again. So this I'm gonna keep. These two, the natural one, 6 pounds, and this one I have to look on my notes because I can't remember everything I thought of this one. This was a bit boring as well. The pigment wasn't that good anymore. You have to use your finger with the glittery shade, and I miss a transition shade. The only mattes are too light okay, I can use this as a transition, but I need a darker one, and this is way too dark. So I don't see myself get any use out of this one, so I will rather give it away to someone else. And the last one is the Sex Bomb palette with a red shade in it, and I like these cool toned shades as well. But I'm not going to save this either, because I have these shades like in various palettes, so I think someone else can get more use out of this one. These two had good pigments still, and this one didn't, so if that one was a really good shade, I would consider to save it, but it wasn't. So yeah, I'm not gonna save this. And this one are very dark, and it also is a very strange combination of shades, I think. So this is going. On to the next brand. I have some e.l.f. palettes here. 3 actually. These 3. They were very cheap when I bought them, but I almost never used them. So this is a bit broken here, and that's not good. Okay, as you can see, they are very neutral in shades, and these two are not identical, but they are very similar besides the darker shades here, and this is a more black and grey toned palette. If we start with this one, yeah, it's a good variation of shades, and the pigment are still good, but it lacks shade between these two. These 3 shades are very dark, and I didn't think I could do a nice look with this one, so I'm gonna give this away as well. This one is a bit strange, I think. This color is very strange and doesn't go with the other ones, and the pigment was okay as well. This shade, the pigment of this shade wasn't that good, so I'm not gonna save this because I don't see myself using these shades. This is kind of a green shade, but not that green, so I don't like it. And you can see I'm gonna try to take away that. The last one is this brownish kind of palette, and I'm gonna save this because I liked it, and I think when I do this next year, if I do it, if I don't use it, I'm gonna get rid of this also. Same with the NYX one, but I'm gonna save one of each brand. So this is staying. Okay, then on to I have Wet n Wild here. These 4, I think many of you recognize these. The Comfort Zone, the Petal Pusher, this is Sweet as Candy, and this is Silent Treatment. I didn't tell you what these were called actually. The Smoky and the Rio de Janeiro is the ones I'm getting rid of, and the one I'm keeping is called Golden Goddess. So, on to these. These are getting very old as well. Everything I have showed you so far is old. And yes, I'm gonna save the most of these. Actually, I'm not gonna save... I'm not gonna save this one, I think. Sweet as Candy. What did I think of this one? Yeah, these two are too light. No, not too light, but it lacks a middle shade here, so I don't think it's a user-friendly palette for me anyway. I need a lighter, this is too light to use, and I think it's also a shimmery shade. I don't remember, but I didn't like this that much, so I'm not gonna save this one. I have to, sorry, I have to look what I wrote about this one. I can't find it. Yeah, I know. This one didn't have a good pigment left, so that's why. And the pink one is nice, and yeah, as I said, not a complete look with this one for me. So this is going, and this was the Sweetest Candy one. This one I like mostly because of the shade here, and I think you can see that I used it a lot. I love this kind of shades. And this is the Silent Treatment. This is good. And the light one is good too. This one I may not use that much, but I like this one. So I'm gonna save it. And these two, I have to look for my notes. I don't have much notes about these one, but I'm gonna save both of them because I like them. The Petal Pusher is the purple one, and it still works great, so I'm gonna save it. I don't use it that much, but hopefully I can do that from now when I don't have that much left. And this one I like as well, and it still works fine. The greenish one, the green-brown one, the most famous one, Comfort Zone. So I'm going to save that too. Okay, then I have some Catrice ones. And these are actually not old at all, but I bought them because I bought a lot from Catrice by... I was interested by the brand, and it wasn't available in Sweden then, so I did an order online and bought a lot, and just, yeah, wanted to try it. So if we begin with this one, Absolute Rose, this one seems nice, but I don't think it's good enough. The pigment aren't that good, and the shades are alright, but it doesn't have a transition shade. These two are shimmery, and these are too light, and these are too dark. So I'm not gonna save this. Actually, I was very on the fence on this one, but I'm not gonna save it. This one, I bought it because I thought it was a green palette, and it is, but not the greens that I go for most often. This one is quite boring, I think, and these are more khaki green than anything else. So I don't think I'm gonna save it. That one is the only shade that I think works well. The other, they just get muddy together, so I don't see myself grab for this one actually, which is a bit of a shame because I like greens. And this one I'm not gonna save either because this one was for free, and I don't know what to do with this one. 2 light blue shades, 2 cream shades, and 1 dark gray. No, not for me. Okay, what's next? Then I have these two. Then everything is just one of each, I think. The Paese ones that are very old, but I'm gonna save both of them. I think it is a Polish brand. This one is matte and this one is shimmery, and I can see myself traveling with these two as well, and I have in the past, and then I will grab both of them, and yeah, I think they're good. They're tiny and don't take up much space, so I like them and they still work. Then I have some random ones. Isadora, Yves Rocher, Absolute New York, Physicians Formula, and Trifle Cosmetics. And yeah, what to do with these? This one, the Yves Rocher one, is a purple one, and as you can see, oh sorry, I hit pan in a shade. I had this in another project and I wanted to hit pan in one shade, and I did, and I'm gonna save this because it still works fine. And yeah, we will see if I use it more now when I don't have that much, so I'm gonna save that. Then we have this one, Icon Mini by Absolute New York. This seems nice at first glance, but I am not that fond of this one because I don't see, for me it's it doesn't have its transition shade. Also, again, these are shimmery shades, the middle shades, and are too similar to each other. This is good, and these are very dark compared to the other ones. So this is not a palette that I see myself use at all because it's a bit clumpy, and no, I don't want this. And I have a big palette in the same brand, so no, this is going. And we have these two, Trifle Cosmetics. My notes are all over the place, so I have to look carefully where I have my notes of these ones. Many of these palettes, this and the last one, came in boxes, subscription boxes, and this seems fun. But I don't think I'm gonna save it either because it's not a complete look, and these small palettes I want to be a complete look kind of palette because they are good to travel with, and I would never take this with me just like a, no, I don't think so. They are too dark and not something I'm drawn to at all. So this is going to. This one I'm gonna save. You have maybe seen this before, and it is the shimmer strips. I didn't say what this was, but maybe the praline palette, you could see that. And oh, I'm so bad, I don't say what the name of the palettes are. This was Walden's Leaf Letter. This one was Rococo. Sorry, I forget. And this one from Yves Rocher was, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was that. Okay, on to the shimmer strips. I'm gonna save this because of one color, and it's that one. It's very nice, I like it. And the other ones are fine too. I don't reach for it that often, but I will have to remember to do that, but because I like this shade a lot. So I'm gonna save this. It's old, but I'm gonna save it anyway because it still works. Then on to this Isadora palette that I have been working on for, it is very messy, I'm sorry. I worked on this one for the whole last year and the year before, I think. As you can see, I used up the light shade, you can see that it was a light shade, but it was a light matte shade. This was a bit darker than that one, and yeah, I worked on this shade, the middle shade there, for 2019, and this is all the progress I got. It is so hard packed, and I don't like, I'm so bored of this palette. This one is no good, this shade, so if I saved it, it should be for these two, and I don't think it's worth it actually, so this is going in the trash. Goodbye. That was all my more cheap or drugstore kind of palettes. Now on to a bit more expensive ones. Not everything is expensive here, but I think they are a bit more expensive. So I will start with these ones that have the same shape, and two of them are pretty new, these two, and this is very old. So the Stila one, I wonder, it was a part of a kit. The other palette in the kit was a face palette, and I have still that in my collection as well. So this one looks like this. It still works very nice. I like it a lot, so I'm gonna save it. It's a good little palette to have. This one, the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves, I like it a lot too. These are all matte shades and they are beautiful, so I'm gonna save this also. And this one I got in a box. The other ones I bought myself. The Ofra one, I don't know the name. The Signature Eyeshadow Palette. This one, I'm gonna save this as well. I think it's nice. I only have done swatches. You can't even see that, but I have. And yeah, it's a nice little palette. We will see how much I use it in this year, actually. We have a Hikari palette, also from a box. We have a Milani one. And what do we have? We have this Becca one. And the Becca one I bought myself, I think. No, I didn't. This came in a box as well. And this is a very nice little palette. It was a hair there. I haven't used this actually, so I will gladly try it out and see what I think about it. But it seems nice. But I'm not gonna say that it is nice because I don't really know, but I'm sure it is. So I'm gonna save that one. The Milani one, oh, this hurts a bit, but I'm not gonna save it. I bought it because of the blue shades here, but they don't appear blue on my eyes. This is a beautiful color in the pan, but when you put it on, it's not on me. It's still pretty blue on my hand, but when I put it on my eyes, it's just dark. It's so, I love blues. I don't love I don't love blues on my eyes actually, but I love the blue shades, and it hurts a bit. But I'm not gonna save it. I'm not gonna use it. It's better to give it to someone who maybe will appreciate it more than I do. So this is going to. The Hikari one I'm gonna save. I think this is a good little palette. It doesn't have a good transition shade for me because these two are shimmery, both of them, and if one of them had been a matte one, it would have been better, but yeah. And one of them could be a bit lighter. It would have been even better. But I think I can travel with this one and the Paese ones and the NYX ones. I think I think I can use it, so I'm gonna save it. It's not that old either, so therefore I'm gonna save it. What do we have? We have the Smashbox ones. I have the Smoky and I have the Golden Hour. These are the Cover Shots palettes. I'm just gonna take away the blue color on my hand. Okay, these ones are very some like them very much, and some people doesn't like them at all. I like them okay. This one is very dark, and yeah, but if you take just one of these shades at a time, I like it. And these two shades are very good, and this shade I like a lot, and the green one is nice too, so I'm gonna save it. We will see next year if I think the same of it. Then this one I'm gonna save too, because I think it's nice as well. These two matte shades are a bit too similar, I think, but it's okay. I can use this because all of these shades are shimmery, so. But I'm gonna save that as well. Then we have two Tarte palettes. I have the Pro To Go and the Dream Big. This one I got in a box, and this one I bought myself. Online it was very cheap, so I'll have to do like that so I don't blind you. This is cute, it smells nice, and I like it. I brought this on a trip not a long time ago at all, and I liked it. It doesn't have a transition shade, but I can I can live with that actually, so I'm gonna save it. And this one I got not too long ago, and I'm gonna save this as well. I've heard a lot of people who said that this is a very good palette, so I want to get my own opinion, and hopefully I like it. I haven't used it much at all, but I think it looks nice. Smells nice too. And then I have these two Urban Decay palettes. I have the Petite Heat and the Basics, the first Basics. And this one I'm gonna save also. Haven't used it that much, if I can open it. But I think I'm gonna use it more now when I get rid of the Isadora one. So I want to use this one because these are much more nicer than the Isadora one. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep this as well. I really don't like the shade of this palette. I don't know why, but it's I don't like it. But this is nice as well if you actually look at the colors of the eyeshadows. So I'm gonna save this as well. Nice little handy ones to have. Then I think I have just expensive ones. Oh, this is getting very dirty. The Laura Geller one I got in a box quite recently, and this is a nice little palette too. It's 3 shimmery shades, so I think this is more likely that I bring or use because it's a lot smaller than this one, which also had, I think it was all shimmery shades in that one. But these are more neutral, and I think I'm gonna use it, so I'm gonna keep that one. I think I'm gonna keep everything I have left actually. I have this very, very old MAC one. The name of this is, I think, 5 Eyeshadow. No, it can't be the name. I don't know. It doesn't say. But this works great still, and this shade is every shade in this palette is very nice, so I'm gonna save it too, even if it's very, very old. So keep this little Petite Pro Viseart palette I bought myself, and the other one, the MAC one, I bought myself as well. Everything here I think I bought myself, yeah. I'm not that fond of this one. I thought I would be very fond of it, but I'm not. 4 mattes and 4 shimmery ones, and I think these 3 shades are a bit too dark. Not that one, but it's a bit... what do you say? The jump between these shades are too big, actually. And yeah, maybe that's why I don't like it that much. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep it anyway. The quality is nice, and maybe I like it if I use it more. I don't know. But it was a bit expensive, so I'm gonna keep it. This one is not that old. The Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad in the Rebel. And as you can see, it's 3 green shades and 1 more of a champagne pink shade, and this is very nice, so I'm gonna keep this. And this is the Clarins in 02 Nudes. Oh, sorry. This is nice as well. A cute little palette. Not the best pigment, but it's okay, and I do like it. All the shades are shimmery, but they are not that shimmery, so you can use them in a good way. And the last one is this Yves Saint Laurent little palette in the couture palette, and number 9, I think. And I just want to show you, sorry about it, it says Emily here. That's nice. And it is a pink and purple kind of palette, and it's nice, and I'm gonna keep that as well. I bought it myself, so yeah. So I'm not getting rid of anything that is on the expensive side, but I'm getting rid of a lot. This hurts me most, actually. I don't like to get rid of that because it looks so nice, but it's not that nice. These are going, I'm gonna count them. Maybe you can see everything, I don't know, but I'm gonna do the best I can to get them all in frame. I think maybe you can see them all. 13. That's good. 13 palettes. And how many do I keep? I'm gonna count quick. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. That's too much, but yeah, it's good to get rid of 13 anyway. So, hope you liked it. I hope to see you in another video soon. Have a nice day. Bye bye.